Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a brilliant piece from Softwin about driving true digital transformation for your local business. Whether you're running a dental practice, a contracting firm, or a law office, a professional landing page is absolutely the most powerful digital asset you can deploy to scale your growth. So if you're ready to turn your online presence into measurable business impact, you're in the exact right place. Let's get started.
Now, consider this incredibly common mindset. We hear it all the time. We're on Google Maps, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Isn't that enough? And look, if you're a busy leader managing day-to-day operations, it totally feels like you've checked all the necessary digital boxes. But answering yes to this question, it's literally leaving revenue on the table every single day. Let's look at why. Here is our strategic roadmap for today. We'll be looking at findable versus convincing, the social media trap, traits that actually convert, why mobile-first is non-negotiable, and finally, the true cost of waiting.
All right, let's jump straight into section 1, findable versus convincing. This is the core problem most businesses don't even realize they have. There is a massive strategic difference between these two concepts. You see, a Google business profile just makes you findable. It simply tells the market you exist. A dedicated landing page, however, that's the premium digital experience that actually convinces a prospect to choose you over the competitor right next door in the search results. Most local businesses solve that visibility problem, but they completely ignore the conversion side of the equation. Just think about the modern digital user journey. For a potential customer clicking a link, those first 3 seconds of load time effectively are your business. Because they haven't called or visited yet, an unpolished, cluttered web presence doesn't just look bad, it instantly breaks trust. The customer naturally assumes that if you're cutting corners on your digital storefront, you're probably cutting corners on your services too. Let's move on to section 2, the social media trap. We need to bust the myth that a social profile is a substitute for a real storefront. Relying solely on social media is honestly a lot like renting a booth at a chaotic, crowded farmer's market. You have absolutely no control over the layout, unpredictable algorithms constantly bury your content, and the audience is just there to casually browse, not necessarily to convert. A professional landing page, on the other hand, is a centralized, highly secure digital storefront that you entirely control. It answers to no algorithm and provides a seamless, automated path right from initial interest to a booked appointment. So what makes a page work? Section 3, traits that actually convert. Let's look at the exact blueprint of a high-converting digital presence. First up, a fast, plain page beats a slow, beautiful page every single time. It is a fundamental rule of digital performance. It really doesn't matter how premium your branding looks. If a page has high latency, users are going to bounce before your content even loads. Speed has to be your absolute first priority, especially to ensure a seamless experience for mobile users. Next is extreme clarity. You really only need one primary call to action. So often, local businesses treat their homepage like a filing cabinet, just overwhelming the user with services, blogs, and team bios. But a streamlined, minimalistic interface built around a single frictionless next step, like book a consultation, will vastly outperform a cluttered page trying to sell everything all at once. You also absolutely need local trust signals. And listen, using generic stock photography actively undermines your credibility. It really does. To build immediate digital trust, you want to integrate real photos of your team, specific client testimonials, and exact, clearly stated service areas. That signals genuine authenticity and reliability to your target market. Now here is a highly technical but absolutely crucial detail: data consistency. Your NAP, that's name, address, and phone number, must match exactly everywhere it appears online. Search algorithms are very literal. They treat absolute data consistency across your landing page and directories as a primary trust signal for local visibility. Even a minor inconsistency quietly but severely damages your digital footprint. Moving right along to section 4, mobile-first is non-negotiable. Let's talk about how your customers are actually finding you. There is a vast difference between designing a seamless digital experience for mobile from the ground up versus just squeezing an old desktop site onto a smaller screen. A merely adapted design creates awkward tap targets and really frustrating contact forms. Because the vast majority of local near-me searches happen on mobile devices, a true mobile-first architecture is completely non-negotiable for capturing and converting that traffic. Finally, section 5, the true cost of waiting. Let's address the elephant in the room for busy business leaders. The main objection we hear from business owners is rarely budget. It's time. They feel too busy to deal with a technology project. But we need to completely reframe that mindset. A landing page is not some distracting side project. It is scalable, vital infrastructure. Think of it as a highly efficient, automated employee working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It qualifies leads, answers questions, and seamlessly turns passing searches into booked appointments while you sleep, instantly increasing your efficiency without you having to lift a single finger.
I'll leave you with this provocative question to think about. How much of your traffic is landing nowhere at all? Every month you go without a modern, high-converting landing page is a month of lost digital traction and wasted word-of-mouth curiosity that simply has nowhere to convert. The businesses driving real, measurable growth today aren't always the ones with the massive budgets. They're the ones smartly partnering with technology to create a dependable, forward-thinking digital experience. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and we'll see you in the next one.